welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, welcome to this game. Jake Moody gonna get it started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Nix now on 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. First down, Broncos.
At the 32-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Broncos first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Bo Nix, touchdown Denver. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Commanders nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz is going to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard loss.
That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They'll look to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At the 18-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On first down, Krosky Merritt has it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
The RPO, that one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Hill drops to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back out along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. Now pass deep from McClory. That's caught! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's in! Harry McClory, touchdown Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 14, Broncos 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Draw play here for Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A run once more. That's Harvey. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
9 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll stick with Harvey. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down, they need 7. Slot man in motion right. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. Now remember, it's the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did. Because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is underneath, and it's Krusty Merritt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Run over center, that's Krusty Merritt, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. On target, got it to McClure. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's Brandon Jones from his safety spot, bursting in to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Throwing now on third and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Commanders about to send this one away. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Nix. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of the ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. the middle. Krowski Merritt. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. The motion man here is McClure. A toss right side, and here's Krowski Merritt. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And a run. Here's Krowski Merritt. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Back to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Mims sent in motion here. That's caught by Harvey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete, taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On the zone read, this is Nix. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. They'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The veteran Marcus Mariota and his offense head back out, down by 7. A little under 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and an extra point to tie it as they come up with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a 1st down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.